today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Short throw to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Niner defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do it really.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Now 49er pressure, and they get it. It's blocked. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Tua's going to change things up. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running left, Achane. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down up near mid. There he goes left side. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 63 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tip Ryman. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Beckham. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Short throw to Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. We see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 16 carries, 79 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's caught by OBJ. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A give, running right, Achane. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll change things up. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run, Achane. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because, as an offensive play caller,
the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping in the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, Purdy. That's the rookie 1st-round pick, Xavier Liggett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
To his throw, complete there to Smith. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll give this to Achane. Gets past one man. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
That one complete to Leggett. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jonathan Brooks, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard. Touchdown run. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
And off to Achane to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Here's Garendo on first down.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Two yards to go, second down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Purdy going to give it to Garendo.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Up the middle with Brooks here.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
So we reach halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, they gave themselves options there. On the third down play, and we're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And Purdy's throw going to be taken in by Ayuk.
And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They go play action here. Purdy.
This is caught. Opened up a very comfortable lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get...
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Got a man, that's Leggett.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That one complete to Leggett.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 from the 8. A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Brooks. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it.
First down of the afternoon.
And the Niners just continue to roll. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Miami's. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll try the middle with Garindo.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that kick.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Williams being motion left. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Purdy off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Worthy.
Touchdown. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Miami's offense. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Purdy.
That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5. Handoff here, Guendo.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here's Purdy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and a couple. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Got a man, that's Liggett.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for San Francisco,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.